whatever, people, and welcome to our Oscar post show. Sorry if we seem a little bit off because we're both really tired since we stayed up late last night, but we are here to talk about the winners of the Oscars. Very interesting year. So I will be reading all of the winners on my phone, and Connor and I will be reacting. All right. So live action short went to Stutterer. What do you think of this?
I didn't really know much about this one, so
yeah.
I honestly can't say much. I thought Ave Maria was going to win, but...
Yeah, I thought that, I'm forgetting the name, Girl on the River would win just because of the story it was based on. But Stutterer, I had heard some things about, and I heard it was good. I thought Shock would win. Which I just thought would win purely based on the story and what it's about. Because I didn't see any of the short films other than We Can't Live Without, Sanjay's Super Team and World of Tomorrow, so I can't really speak on those.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a little surprised. Documentary short. It was A Girl on the River, The Price of Forgiveness. I predicted that.
I predicted,
Last Day of Freedom.
Yeah, I predicted Last Day of Freedom.
Yeah, this one, I saw it coming. It was the story, just what it's about, and just, even the acceptance speech just sort of showed, what it was about and why it was an important short film. Mm-hmm. All right, this one's confusing to me. Animated short. Bear Story.
We both thought it was either going to be World of Tomorrow or Sanjay's Super Team. Both,
I thought it would just 100% be World of Tomorrow.
They're both amazing shorts that are really, really smart. So, those seem like clear bets. And Bear Story was the one short film that we went, there is no chance that Bear Story. There's like 0%.
If you heard us talking after the awards came out, we're like, Bear Story, not gonna make anything.
Yeah.
And it won. I'm really disappointed. I loved World of Tomorrow.
Yes.
It was an abstract. It was hilarious.
It's on Netflix. You should watch it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Watch it immediately before it gets taken down.
It's only like 16 minutes.
18 minutes to be exact.
Yeah.
All right. Best animated feature: Inside Out.
Wow, big surprise!
Big surprise.
They had Woody and Buzz. Like I thought it could have been Anomalisa. Then when I saw that they were using Woody and Buzz to present it, I'm like, it's Inside Out, 100%. They're not going to use Pixar to promote Anomalisa.
Yeah, and personally, I think that Inside Out totally earned it and totally deserved it because Inside Out is an amazing film, deals with emotions so well, and introduces a way that both adults and kids can relate to. It's a beautiful film. I saw it 4 times in theaters. I loved it. So glad that it made it, and it's in my top 3 of the year, I believe. All right, for best documentary feature, we had Amy.
Amy was clear bet.
Yes.
Everyone guessed Amy. No one didn't.
Yeah, so. It's like surprise. It was the biggest one.
It's just like Son of Saul. Everyone predicted it.
Yeah. Speaking of Son of Saul, best foreign language film, Son of Saul for Hungary. Nice that Hungary won its first Oscar, I believe. So that was cool. Yeah, and it's I haven't heard much about Son of Saul, but I know that it's a very dark movie.
I've heard that it's really good.
I've heard that it's amazing, and I hear it's a dark movie, and it opened the same weekend as Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Interesting fact. All right, best original song, "Writings on the Wall" from Spectre.
I thought it was "Writings on the Wall" for sure. Then I heard Lady Gaga perform her song, and I was like, maybe it's her. But no, it was Writings on the Wall. It's a good thing I did not change what I thought.
Yeah, overall, I enjoyed Writings on the Wall. I thought that it was a good song, but the other one I thought was amazing. And I thought that maybe that one should have won, just because of the powerful message it was saying. But, alright, I guess Writings on the Wall won.
Yeah.
Alright, so next up we have Best Score, The Hateful Eight and Ennio Morricone.
Yeah, that was clear.
That was obvious. I really wanted Star Wars to win, especially Rey's theme. Rey's theme is a beautiful piece of music that it sounds great. I really wanted that to win, but okay. Hateful Eight won. I listened to that one in class one time during math class, and I thought it was a little bit repetitive, to be honest.
I haven't listened to it much.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's just a little bit repetitive in my opinion. I think a little overrated. All right. This one pisses me off. Sound editing and sound mixing, Mad Max Fury Road.
Both Mad Max Fury Road.
How is it not Star Wars?
Star Wars or The Martian, they were both beautifully done.
Yes, Star Wars. The sound is fantastic. The lightsabers sounded great. The gunshots, the explosions. All of it, just beautiful.
Okay.
It's probably the best sound that I've heard in a movie, other than Whiplash, the best sound that I've heard in a movie in the past 5 years.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'd say that Star Wars: The Force Awakens, lightsabers and the Martians' explosions sounded better than Mad Max Fury Road's vroom vrooms.
All right. So moving next up. You know what? I'm just gonna name these three because it was all Mad Max Fury Road. Film editing, costume design, makeup. Makeup, totally understand. Makeup looked fantastic in the movie.
Yeah, that was the one that I predicted. Definitely Mad Max.
Costume design.
I thought it was gonna be the Danish girl. I'm surprised.
I thought it was gonna be Cinderella because we were both prepared to just like be like, ha ha. If
and then all of a sudden, Mad Max Fury Road.
And we're like, oh. Okay. Yeah. I mean, maybe the issue with this is that most people barely were wearing clothing in it.
Yeah.
And it's still won for best costume design. I think it should have been Cinderella, but okay. Visual effects. Film editing. I think that also makes perfect sense. It was edited. The cinematography and the editing in that film was beautiful, just to show the action. I really, really enjoyed Mad Max, unlike you, who hated it. And I totally understand why it won Best Film Editing, because the film editing is great.
Yes, I agree. It was great, but it was not nearly as good as The Big Short was.
Yes. Alright, so for Best Visual Effects was Ex Machina.
Okay, he didn't see Ex Machina, I did
not.
So I was really mad that Star Wars didn't win, but Ex Machina was my second choice, and I think the reason why it won is Star Wars: Force Awakens was boom, 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 pow, pow, like really, like everywhere. But the Ex Machina was really subtle. It was really subtle and really beautiful visual effects, and that's why I think it won, especially with a really small budget. So
replay issue. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it was really subtle, and I think that's why it won. So
yeah. I did not get to see Ex Machina. I did not get the pleasure, but I think I know exactly why this film won. The diminutive budget. The budget was so diminutive, and the special effects from the little bit that I've seen have looked great. So I completely understand.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Best production design. Another Mad Max Fury Road. I understand this. The cars looked great. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't think that there's any way around that the cars look great in the movie.
Did, but it did not deserve this many Oscars.
It was a visually stunning film.
It was, but...
Yeah, I know. Cinematography, The Revenant. I had stupidly said Mad Max Fury Road when I should have realized, oh yeah, The Revenant's clearly going to win for Best Cinematography. So last second, I changed my vote. It was going to be The Revenant, and that's what won.
Yeah, I predicted The Revenant from the start.
Yeah, it was just... Emmanuel Lubezki, I hear, just has beautiful cinematography. His cinematography in Birdman, amazing. In Gravity, fantastic. I've heard conflicting things, but if he did do the cinematography in Life of Pi, also amazing. Just his cinematography is beautiful, and if I was able to see The Revenant, I bet I'd agree.
Yeah, I really want to see The Revenant.
Yeah. All right, now we have the 2 Screenplays Awards. Best Original Screenplay, Spotlight.
Easy. Both of them are easy.
Yeah.
Big Short adapted screenplay. They're both easy to guess.
Yeah, they're both really easy. I saw The Big Short. Amazing. Just amazing script.
Amazing.
See, a lot of people were like, I don't know what was happening in this film. I had to see it twice to fully understand what was happening. And when you fully understand what was happening, you're like, oh my god, that is such a brilliant script. I definitely understood it. And then Spotlight, which I've seen a book called Spotlight, said now a motion major picture. So I don't know.
No, I don't.
It may not have been based on the book, but
I think there's more than one Spotlight.
You think that there's more than one Spotlight? But I
have seen Spotlight 2015.
But the DVD cover was on it. Is the thing.
Oh.
So maybe they made a book for the movie or something. But yeah, that's clear. Just I again really wish I could see the movie, but I can't. And just I hear that the script's fantastic, and the little bit that they showed, it was really clever how they did the Screenplay Awards this year by showing lines of the dialogue coinciding with the film.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was great. All right, now we're moving on to the acting categories. For Best Supporting Actress, Alicia Vikander, The Danish Girl.
I did not see this coming. I thought it was, like, by far Kate Winslet, Steve Jobs.
Yeah, I thought that was Kate Winslet, Steve Jobs too, but my sister saw it. She hated the film, but what she says is that the Alicia Vikander subplot was actually an entertaining subplot. It was more intriguing than Eddie Redmayne's subplot. So maybe that had something to do with it. But yeah, I was really surprised by this. I didn't see that coming. I don't think anyone did. This one...
I got it
Best
right.
supporting actor, Mark
Rylance for
Bridge
Spies.
Spies.
I bet you I was the only person that said Mark Rylance for Spies is definitely gonna win. And everyone's like, no, it's Sylvester Stallone.
He should have won.
There's no way that Mark Rylance is gonna win. Ha ha! I proved everyone wrong. Bridge of Spies should have won an Oscar. It did. Mark Rylance was amazing in it. Yeah.
Personally, Mark Rylance, obviously he was great. To me, he was the best part of the movie. But when I came out of Bridge of Spies, I didn't immediately think Mark Rylance. When I got out of Creed, I thought about Sylvester Stallone for hours.
Sylvester Stallone was okay in that role. He was so much better in Rocky.
Okay?
Yes.
Oh my god. I don't understand you sometimes.
Like, and he just played Rocky, but not as good.
I thought he was amazing, just showing an old side of Rocky while still being true to the character, having great, hilarious lines, having emotional lines. I thought he fired on all cylinders.
It felt like someone trying to rip off Rocky, but not doing as good a job.
Wow.
And made him older.
Wow. Okay. Let's move on before I kill Connor. Best actress in a leading role went to Brie Larson for Room.
Wow, big surprise.
Big surprise. Of course, she was gonna win. Room, I hear is a great movie, and from everything that I've seen, she looked like she just dedicated herself to the role. Like, she's like, okay, I need to make this role the best I possibly can. And then she did exactly that. Best actor, finally, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Big surprise.
Big surprise. People were like, oh, it'll probably be Michael Fassbender for the first while, and then when he won award show after award show after award show after award show, people started realizing, oh yeah, Leo will probably win. From the start I was saying Leo would win, because Leo, I just hear he was amazing in this movie. If Michael Fassbender would have won, I would have had no qualms. Michael Fassbender was fantastic as Steve Jobs.
I didn't see Steve Jobs, so I can't say.
Yeah, but from what I've seen in promotional marketing, just like Brie Larson, Leo looks like he devoted himself to that role for a year. He did not stop devoting himself. Yeah. So, all right. Now we have two left. For Best Directing, went to Alejandro González Iñárritu. Going to say it as many times as I can. For The Revenant.
I did not guess this. I guessed Spotlight. I don't know.
You guessed Tom McCarthy.
Okay, Tom McCarthy.
Yeah. I just predicted this. I saw this coming from a mile away.
I thought Birdman was his peak and he was not going to do anything better, but apparently The Revenant is really good.
Yeah.
Because all the reviews I've seen says it's really great, but it's not the best film of the year. So, I don't know. And I've heard the directing's really, I've heard it's really, really, really great, but I haven't heard it's the best thing about the film.
Yeah.
Everyone says The Big Short, the directing is one of the best things about the film. Everyone says Spotlight, the directing is one of the best things about the film. So I expected it would either be The Big Short or Spotlight. So.
Yeah. I saw this coming because, of course, his win from Birdman, coming fresh off the hit from Birdman. I think that this is one of the first times in a while that I just thought of something funny. Last year, Emmanuel Lubezki and Alejandro Gonzalez both won for the same movie.
And Michael Keaton.
Repeat.
Michael Keaton
was
the main star in both Spotlight, which is Best Picture, and Birdman, which is Best Picture.
Yes, nice transition into Best Picture, Spotlight. Big surprise.
Yeah, Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu is going to make some movie with Michael Keaton.
Yeah, it's just going to make him get a ton of awards.
And then
Aaron Sorkin's going to write the script, and then he's going to get snubbed again.
Yeah.
How did he get snubbed for Steve Jobs? So, all right, that is the Oscar. I got 15 out of 24 correct.
I got 12 out of 24 for 50%.
Yeah, I was expecting
to do much better. I expected to get 3 wrong at the most.
Yeah. Well, like for a while I was like, oh, I got 8/17. Man, I did horribly. And then the last 7 Oscars I got 100% right. So that's pretty cool. Last year I got 19 out of 24, so it was a step down. But next year, 24 out of 24. Because it's in...
I must win the Finding Dory.
Yes, next year must win tickets to the Oscars. All right, and that concludes our post show. I am Robert Burke.
And I'm Connor Gilbert.
And this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.